Hey guys, Jerome JT62 back here with you. Finally got to the point to where I'm ready to start assembly on this MAKERFARM Pegasus 12 by 12. Table took a little bit longer than I wanted to get it together. It's a pretty simplistic thing here, but if you're interested in the build video, stay tuned. So I come to the conclusion what we're going to do here is we're going to do this in sections in the interest of not being too boring, but you can see what this machine is all about. There are some upgrades that I plan on throwing on here right off the bat. One of them's a touch screen for the Raspberry Pi 3 Model B. 32 gigabyte micro card. I didn't need it that big, but the price on it was like $20. Why not? I plan on using NPN sensors, or proximity I should say, rather than regular mechanical stops. And we're going to approach this video by going through individual sections. As you can see, this is the kit itself. It's a 80-page assembly instructions in addition to subsections, which the first one is the frame. So if you want to follow along, you can go to MAKERFARM.com, go to their 12-inch Pegasus, look at the PDF of the components that we're assembling, and I'm going to assemble the whole thing, then we'll come back to it, we'll look at it, see if there's any problems, the issues that I had as far as assembling, and then we'll move on to the next. So to assemble the bottom section, you're going to need a M2 millimeter and an M3 millimeter. You're going to need 4 extrusions, the squares or rectangles, whatever you want to call them, but there's some that are slimmer than these. These are the wire sections. You need 4 of those. You need 2 hidden L brackets. Make sure that you put the set screws, which are, they don't really give you the size, but you'll see them in the bag in the box. 4 of those. Make sure you put them on the inside. It doesn't tell you which way to do it, but look later on down in the instructions, they need to be on the inside. You're going to need 20 cast brackets, 44 M5 by 8 millimeter bolts. You're going to need 44 T-slots, and I have my own Allen wrenches. I don't need those from the kit. This is the bottom frame complete. Things to watch out for. Let me see if I can get that whole thing in. They recommend you use a bar clamp. Use it. You're going to need it. This is kind of hard to square up, so also the T-nuts in here were a little bit difficult to get in. Kind of a pain in the you-know-what. And also these L brackets right here, they go in here. Make sure you orient those towards the back. So make sure you read the documentation carefully. This is the top completed. Not a big deal on this one. As I put this thing together, I'm finding a faster way to get the T-slot nuts in. They're kind of a pain, like I mentioned before. This is upside down. I elected not to use the spool holder, the wooden spool holder on here. I'm going to come up with another deal for myself, and since I'm going to be using a Bowden extruder anyway, the reel is going to be mounted on the outside. So finally, here is the completion of the frame assembly. The side rails installed. I use calipers to set the distance between the back and this rail. This is where your Z-axis rides and everything else. I didn't have a ruler. The calipers are a lot more accurate anyway. If you're wondering why the top's not on, it's because that's one of the last components installed after all the other axes are completed. So this is a completion of the 12-inch frame version 2. This is a version 2 frame. If you order one of these kits, you'll get the version 2. So like I said previously, make sure this bottom frame is square. Everything on this machine and all the accuracy is based off of this bottom frame being square, and everything else is squared up to it after that. So this took a little bit of time. I'd say total time from start to completion on this frame, I had probably put about 3 hours in it yesterday, and if you really think about it, probably 3 hours, so probably 6 hours to get all this together. You could probably do it faster, but take your time. Take your time. You don't want to have to come back through here and try to figure out what's wrong. Make sure that all of these L brackets are tight. There are these hidden brackets here. You got to tighten the hidden brackets, and then the brackets on this side a little bit at a time so they don't canter everything off. As it goes right now, this is 14 centimeters or 140 millimeters between here, but it's a little bit more from here to here, so that'll have to be pulled and squared up at the calipers when I put the top on. So this is going to wrap up the first video on the frame. Next we'll move on to installing the axis, stepper motor mounts, and a few hosts of other things. So please like, subscribe, comment. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll answer them the best I can. Thanks for watching.